Hello beautiful souls and welcome back to my channel Soul Journey. My name is Becca Ahimsa and today I'm really excited because I am doing an Oracle unboxing. I feel like I haven't done an Oracle deck unboxing in a little while. I've been really into tarot. I'm always into both. But I've been doing a lot of tarot decks. Well, no, I guess I did the Wild Unknown Oracle. I guess I have done a lot of oracles. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I guess I have. No, I've been doing more oracles. Don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this was a very random purchase, but I'm really excited about it because I just recently posted several new reading options on my Etsy shop, so I'm really excited about that. If you want to check them out, they are in the description down below in my Etsy shop. I now have an animal spirit guide reading, I have an Ascended Masters reading, I have a relationship reading. I've always had like general readings, but now I'm doing more specific things, so if you're interested in that, definitely check it out. But I wanted to do a goddess reading or like a divine feminine reading to help bring in that energy, and eventually I'd like to do kind of like a gods in general, but I didn't really have a deck that I wanted to utilize for that. And of course, synchronicity is an amazing thing, and one of the people I follow, Ember Honey Raven, why does that not sound correct right now? Yeah, the Big Fat Witch. She's so amazing, and she's got such yummy energy, and she did an unboxing of this Oracle deck, and I was like, wow, I love that energy. So I'm hoping I like it. I don't usually go for goddess decks, but this one just really spoke to me. So this is the Divine Feminine Oracle, and it's by Meggan Watterson. And the artwork is by Lisbeth. Oh, that's so funny. That's my stepmom's name. Lisbeth Cheever-Gessaman. I probably butchered that. This is a 53 card deck and guidebook for embodying love. And I'm really excited about this. I got this for $16 roughly on Amazon. This is saying that it usually sells for $21.99 in the US, so I thought that was a really good deal. So if I really like this deck and I connect to it, I'd love to use this for a goddess reading. So if that resonates with you, if you like this deck and you're like, yes, I'd love to get a reading with this deck, let me know. Basically with my readings, I use the Oracle decks to bring in the theme, the energy, and then I will do tarot to kind of like share the message from that being. So this would be in conjunction with tarot. But I'm going to have to feel it out and see how I feel about it. I just really got great vibes from her review video, and I was just like, yeah, I feel that. So the box is really lovely. This is by Hay House. I've been getting a few Hay House decks recently, and I've been really enjoying them. It's got this really nice, like, matte finish. Loving that. The box is beautiful. Now, I will say a lot of these divine feminine energies I've never even heard of, and the names are really hard to pronounce, so I'm not even gonna like try to pronounce the ones that I don't know, but I can't wait to like engage with these new energies. So, all right, so it comes with quite a large book, quite big. Let's look at the back of the box and see what this says. The Divine Feminine Oracle is an invitation to reclaim your power. It's a spiritual tool to hone your intuition. Working with it can be a sacred practice of remembering that you contain your own answers. You can drop deep into your heart. That cathedral love inside of you and receive what is needed. All right. In this exquisite oracle deck, scholar, speaker, and author Meggan, I think it's Meggan Watterson, has gathered together the saints, mystics, gurus, and goddesses from the world religions who represent both divine beings and the human woman who sought to embody them. Each of these sacred ladies, when called upon, can strengthen your capacity to hear your soul. From the unyielding love of Mary Magdalene to the transformational force of the goddess Kali, you will discover the expansive qualities of the divine feminine within you, so that you can embody with ease and levity the love that you already are. So So that's really beautiful. So the book is quite large. I don't think Ember really went into, I guess she went into a little bit about the book, but not like super in depth. The book is, looks like they have an app for it too. Huh. 217 pages, it looks like, minus the acknowledgments. So at the beginning, there's all the cards, and then a dedication, why these ladies of love, why this oracle now, why each card meets you eye to eye, why I won't tell you how to use this oracle. Kind of love that. Invitation, invocation, soul voice meditation, intention, then divine feminine oracle, and then it gets into the cards. So, and then it looks like each card, it has a little tiny reproduction of it, and then it kind of has like keywords and who she is, and then when your soul selects her card, and then there's a whole thing about that. Soul voice meditation and the intention. So this looks like there's, you know, 1, 2, 3, almost 4 pages of information on each card. So that's pretty cool. There's like, it's pretty in depth. So that's really, really awesome. So I will pull a card at the end so that we can see who comes through for us. All right, so like the Hay House decks, they only have paper on them, which I am pretty happy about. Any lack of plastic is great. The back is absolutely gorgeous. This is kind of like a yoni, but it's also kind of like the third eye, so like that intuition. I love how those symbols can like really go together. And this deck is really beautiful. The cardstock is really nice. It's got this matte finish on it. It's really great. Yeah, the quality's great, guys. All right, so I'm gonna go through these quickly. Like I said, a lot of these I don't even know how to pronounce. When I was watching Ember's video, she was like, I don't know how to pronounce these. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm not even gonna try because a lot of them are from other countries, and I'm wondering if the book has like pronunciations, or I'm sure we could look them up. All right, so let's go through this. So we have Mary Magdalene, the Apostle of the Apostles. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. Beautiful. All right, let's see here. Mary of Nazareth. So that's cool that they have those. A lot of people are feeling that Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene energy coming onto the planet right now, which I think makes sense because, you know, we've got Christ consciousness coming onto the planet. Oh, these cards are really yummy. They've got this like really smooth feeling to them. Joan of Arc. Rita of Cassica. Patroness of impossible causes. What I like about this is this doesn't have like the cliche goddesses, and a lot of them are in there that like you would recognize, but what's cool is like if you're looking for that feminine energy that like you want to connect with, this might be a cool deck because the Black Madonna, because this might help guide you to a goddess you would not have heard of before. Our Lady of Guadalupe, the Empress of Protection. It's interesting because part of me has a little bit of like resistance to this, and I'm not really sure why. Like part of me was like, I need that deck. And another part of me is, I think I have a hard time like wanting to bring in new energies. Because I do have kind of like a bit of a mistrusting thing of like, okay, well, I believe in this energy, but like, well, is this one real or whatever? And I want to start working through that mistrust because I understand that all of these are thought forms, all of these are energies you can work with, all of these are energies people do work with, and so I want to open up my divine feminine practice, and so I feel like this would be a really cool deck to do that with and be, you know, work through that. Comment down below if you recognize any of these beings. I love the diversity in this deck. That's really exciting. And the art's really beautiful. It's got this kind of like ethereal thing going on. Kali, Mother of the Universe. I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. Kali kind of freaks me out. Lakshmi. I do feel like this is a little bit of that like photorealism that people don't like, but it's kind of like on the edge. It's like Parvati, goddess of devotion. I feel like it doesn't really bother me, but I feel like this could bother other people. I think it's pretty, and I love the backing too. And the quality is really lovely. Lalita, the red goddess. Playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. Divine Mother. Oh, here's another Divine Mother. Ooh, Akalianda, the goddess of the never unbroken. See, I'm not even, like, why am I trying? So let me know down below, guys, does this, ooh, Kuan Yin. Does this resonate with you? How does this feel to you? Would you like to get a goddess reading with this deck? Is that something you're looking for? Do you want a goddess reading in general? Green Tara. Oh, she's been coming up for me a lot recently. The Buddha of the enlightened action. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. I will say, I'm really loving the art. It's really beautiful. I never would have looked at this deck because like this kind of feels like one of those like angel decks, and I'm not really like drawn to that. So, I'm really glad I saw the review because I don't think I would have ever like chosen to get this deck if I hadn't seen it. Dakini, the enlightened feminine. My gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. What do you think of the diversity, guys? Do you think it's well represented? I think there's some pretty cool energies in here. I've got my sunlight coming in here. It is so beautiful, guys. Ooh, Lilith. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it's becoming spring here, guys. Queen Esther, the morning star. My ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. That's interesting. They have a lot of Bible figures in it. Not a lot, but Amaterasu, the goddess of light. We are all sacred mirrors reflecting back the same light. But anyway, yeah, I live here in New Hampshire, and we are just coming into. What is this? Hold up. Is that a scratch on the back? It's like trying to get it off is making me like scratch the card more. No. See that? Looks like it's like something on the card. Now I scratched it. Oh. Okay. It's got this like finish on it, almost like a waxy finish that like is easily scratched, I guess. White buffalo calf woman, the prophecies of the sacred way. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. Like that they have some Native American or First Nation people in here. That's so cool. I like that they really are bringing in all different paths. Bridget, goddess of the eternal flame. Sorry that my light's starting to dim here. I'm trying to get back into the spirit room for filming. And I've got to figure out my lighting again. Ooh, Isis. The goddess of magic. Sexual energy is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. Ooh, yum. Sekhmet. Not the red lady. I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. I am not a fan of that art. And I'm into felines. So maybe, yeah. I don't know. I just don't feel like that headdress fits her. Hestia, goddess of sanctuary. Ooh, I like that there's some, like a little bit of like an older energy too. will say, I'm not really seeing any like curvy goddesses. That would be cool. Diana. Some of these, like, I feel like their hair doesn't quite fit on their head. I don't know. Does that make sense to you? Ooh. Goddess of all that flows. That's cool. Freya. Inanna, the queen of heaven and earth. Yeah, I think I am a little wary of gods and goddesses just because there's so much story around them, and coming from a Christian background, I think there's a little bit of a trigger there for me. So I usually like to have like my own guides, but I would like to engage with some of these really sacred energies. And I want to have that as an availability to you guys as well. The cosmic egg, the divine feminine. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever expanding love. Amazing. Okay, so let's put my little selenite pyramid on here. Let's pull a card. Let's see what goddess wants to come through and talk to us for this video, but also kind of like to share a bit of like the vibe of this deck. Yeah, this deck does scratch easily, guys. So if that like bothers you, if you like when you're using it, this may not be the deck for you. All right, so let's call in. Thank you to this deck for guiding us. Oh, there she is. Sekhmet, the Red Lady. I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. All right, let's read about Sekhmet. All righty. 174. What does Sekhmet have to tell us? Who is she? Actually, Sekhmet is my cat. But also a goddess. My cat is a goddess. Sekhmet represents the sacred rage that keeps us protected and reminds the world of pure strength of the female power. Sekhmet is an Egyptian warrior goddess depicted with the head of a lioness and the body of a woman. The lion was considered the fiercest hunter in Egypt and a sign of protection. She is the daughter of the sun god Ra. The red solar disk that she wears indicates that she is a solar deity. She is known as the powerful one, the Red Lady, the one who mauls, the one before whom evil trembles. The ancient Egyptians held rituals at the end of war and at the beginning of each new year to tame the wrath of Sekhmet. They would play music, drink beer that was dyed with pomegranate juice, and dress all of the Sekhmet statues in red. It was believed that the inebriation would lull the goddess into a stupor and end her destruction. Sekhmet was a powerful guardian and protector of the pharaoh. She was called on during times of war and considered to be a goddess of divine retribution. When your soul selects her card. Holy rage, sacred anger, and positive aggression, these states of being are crucial aspects of the divine feminine. It's the female power that ends war, that brings home missing children, that seeks justice for the earth and for those who can't defend themselves. The brilliant artist and mystic William Blake relates that the voice of honest indignation is the voice of God. The feminine has for too long been disassociated from rage and anger. If we can't embody the fiery emotion of anger, it often festers or expresses itself in subversive and manipulative ways, or it leaves us anxious and frustrated. Positive aggression, acting with love on behalf of what breaks our heart or enrages us, is what allows us to become agents of change to better our lives and the world around us. Sekhmet wants us to come face to face with our true strength. Power doesn't come from passive-aggressive behaviors. We don't have to fear expressing our anger directly to an institution or a person who is acting unjustly. Sekhmet wants us to see that anger is an essential emotion, and Sekhmet is the sacred call to move that anger from pure emotion into conscious action. She wants us to act with conviction and from love. She wants us to create the healthy boundaries we need so we aren't injured again and again, or so that we can free ourselves from a destructive pattern. It's time to end. We have a divine right to draw a sacred circle around us at all times. The protection we invoke for ourselves and others helps us to move from feeling helpless to taking loving action. Soul voice meditation. Where can I create loving boundaries in my life? Intention. I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. So that gives you an idea of what the cards are like. And this is the message for Sekhmet. So if you're feeling, like a lot is happening on our planet and we're trying to figure out like, how do we find peace? How do we create connection? How do we do that? But there's so much that is agitating and so much that we feel is unjust and unfair. And how do we balance that with peace and love and understanding that all of our emotions are sacred as long as we don't live in them all the time? Oh, and we've got Kali, the mother of the universe. I release all that doesn't serve me. It is time to be the truth of who I am. So I feel like even that, it's like honoring the feelings, honoring what's coming up, and not, living in it or, unjustly firing it at someone, but understanding that it is a powerful emotion. All emotions are powerful tools that we can utilize to guide us forward, help us take action, help us move towards our alignment. If something is really triggering to us, it's a sign that we are not in alignment with our joy and our desires, and it can really assist us in making change and also realigning our thoughts and beliefs around things. All right, let's see, one more card. Xiao, I'm not gonna be able to pronounce this. Xiaoanjing. The mystic of peace. I am peace when my mind is clear, the way is clear. I think that's also really important. If you guys know how to pronounce that, let me know. I think that's important. This idea of like peace comes from clarity, and clarity can't be there if we're allowing our emotions to stay stuck within our body, if we're not letting them process through, if we're not letting things end, if we're being, like they said, passive aggressive. Things aren't going to be clear because we're going to be in a wounded state. And if we let ourselves process in a healthy way all of our emotions, we can be fully present with our creative power and be clear when moving forward. And then we have the cosmic egg, the divine feminine. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever-expanding love. Beautiful. We can love all of our emotions. We can dive deep and honor each one and hold it as sacred and utilize it in the way that is best serving for love ultimately. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a like and hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. Like I said, if you want to check out my Etsy shop, I do readings over there, and I'm going to be adding more and more readings, so I'm very, very excited. So go check that out. I also have some other cool soul journey tools to help you on your journey, which have been really fun to put together. I also have my other social media platforms and my Patreon if you would like to become a patron of my channel to help support creating this content. Thank you so much to my patrons. You guys are amazing. Ayden, thank you. Yeah, I just started that. So if you guys want to check it out, definitely do. And yeah, comment down below if you like this deck. Is this a deck you might pick up? Would you like a reading with this deck? Let me know. And thank you so much for watching. Many blessings, you guys. Namaste. And don't forget, it is all about the soul journey.